Now that I have completed my website, let's just say that it is in a completed state right now, I just go up here and hit Save All, and then go to File to exit out of Dreamweaver. So now we are actually ready to take our website. So this is our website over here. It's in the Dreamweaver folder. Take my website here and publish it to an actual web server. So I need to right click on this first, go to properties, and our website needs to be under 8 megabytes because that's what our web hoster said, that our website had to be 8 megabytes or less because that's all the server space we were allocated. So I'm just going to close out of this other stuff. And our particular web server, or web hoster, is a Unix server. And what that basically means is we're going to need a means to connect to the Unix server since we are actually running Windows. So what we're going to need is a program called WinSCP. Those of you that are watching this video that are enrolled in my technical module course, the WinSCP.exe program is located on K-State Online in Assignment 1. So what I need to do is actually run this program. I'm going to go ahead and quickly install this. Do a typical installation. I want an Explorer-like interface. I'm going to go ahead and install it. It actually installs pretty fast because it's pretty small. Then I'm going to go ahead and just launch that. And over here where it says host name, this is going to be unix.k-state.edu. Username is going to be your EID. And your password is going to be your EID password. For those of you that are my students, this would be your pretty much your email account. Everything else going to leave at default. I'm going to go ahead and click login. And over here is talking something about continue connecting and add host key to the cache. Go ahead and click yes. Here at the authentication banner, click continue. And you should see something that looks very similar to this. Maybe not exactly like this, but pretty close. So if I expand out my username folder here, I have several folders. Maybe on yours you may only have one, that's fine. The only one here that really matters to us is this .html folder. Because inside of this .html folder is what actually gets published. And right now I only have an index page that's published here, and that's because I'm just using this as a redirector. So over here where it says .html, this is where we're going to actually paste our website into. So let me go and locate our website. So what I'm going to do for now, I'm going to right click on this and hit rename. And maybe I will just call this old for now. By calling it old, I'm not actually deleting it, I'm just renaming it to something else in case I might need it again later. When people hit my website, they won't actually hit this page, they'll hit whatever is the index.html. So for right now, I'm going to select all of this here. I'm going to show you how to copy and paste things into here. It's a little bit weird. You actually have to select the stuff that you want to have copied, right click and choose copy. And then inside of this WinSCP folder, you have to actually go to File and then select Paste. And then you get a little box that pops up that's really confusing because it's entitled Copy. And what it should really say is Confirm Paste. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Copy. So once it is done uploading, you'll get something that looks pretty similar to this. And there's actually more work that we have to do here, and that is we actually have to set permissions. So I'm going to go back up to my main folder, and I'm going to select .html. I'm going to right click on that and go to Properties. And this needs to be set to 2755 if it's not already set that way. So this is in our common folder. So this is in our permissions group area here. And then inside .html, we actually have to do the same thing for all of these, but we're going to set it to a different octal value. So I'm going to select all of this, do right click, go to Properties, and this needs to be set to 0744. And I don't know if it does the contents inside. Let's find out. No, it doesn't. So you actually have to select all of this. Repeat procedure 0744. And then in the image bin, looks like there's nothing in there, thankfully. Save us some work. Video bin, nothing in there. So let's go ahead and navigate up another directory. We got to do the same thing for all of these down here as well. Right click properties 0744. And what this does is it gives the owner the ability to read to it, to write to it, and execute. Groups can only read and others can only read it. They can't basically change your stuff. And click OK. If you don't set the permissions, basically nobody can view this stuff. Right, so we know inside of resume we have 3 folders that need the same thing done to it. 0744. I'm going to go up a directory, portfolio. Portfolio is actually quite a bit of stuff in here that we need to do this to. Right click properties 0744. And everything that is inside our examples, we have to pretty much do the exact same thing. You do a Control A and select all, right click properties 0744. We're going to do the same thing with our slides. And our thumbnails. Nothing else here. So I'm going to back up a directory. And we had a page inside Design Studio and Design Implementation, so we need to do those as well. So 0744. So it's only that .html folder where you set it to 2755. Everything else is 0744s. So that was portfolio, contacts, right click properties 0744. And let's see, our image bin is going to have the same issue here. 0744. Our Spry assets for sure. We'll need that. If we don't set this, it'll basically say it can't find those items. We'll have some buttons that don't work and whatnot. And I think that's pretty much it. I think we pretty much got everything here. So once you're done, you can just go up here to File and choose Quit, which will close it out. And then we can actually go to our web page. And this takes about 12 to 24 hours on the Unix system for it to actually work. So we just do a search for ourselves, people, view details, and you should see this little thing here. It says website. So it should be http www.personal.ksu.edu. Click on that. And there we go. And we can see here that we probably didn't set some permission correctly up here because it's not quite working the way that it should. And our little menu bars are also not working. So there's a few other things that we actually need to tweak in here to get to work.